Hi, this is a video to show what has been happening to my house as a targeted individual. Now, also, this video is to educate and to expose the tactics, and I call them really stupid tactics, that the criminal government operatives use to target me and this home. Let's start here. I have what is called breadcrumbs. These breadcrumbs are just like breadcrumbs. They operate like breadcrumbs to show where the path leads to wherever, so you don't get lost. Okay? Now, these breadcrumbs are basic vandalized planks that leads to where they've placed devices in different parts of the house on the second floor. Okay, let me start now. Let me turn on a light so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, let's start with this room. Let's turn on some lights so you can kind of see where things are going. Okay, remember, I don't have floors. And let me tell you, I have plank floors. I had carpet down, and because I was getting gassed a lot, I had to take it up because the sediment would adhere to the carpet and would just make me sick. Okay, plus I'm realizing that part of my evidences must be exposed. With carpet, you can't expose because they can put evidence into the carpet, down into the plank floors, and you'd never know what's going on. And because I have exposed plank floors, these dumb, stupid idiots continually use them to show me where they're placing things. And so, and they leave breadcrumbs. Why do they leave breadcrumbs? Number one, they don't think they'll get caught. Number two, because perps are switched out. They must have a method by which the next perps behind the ones that initially put the jobs in knows where things are so things can be extracted. Okay, quickly. Especially in this house because someone is always here. So they put all of their devices in during our sleep. We get gassed, and so we don't wake up. They come in, they infiltrate, and either implant or extract. And I wake up the next day realizing that someone's been there, okay, and have done some horrible things. Okay, let's start with some of these simple issues, okay? And like I said, my house is jacked up, okay? I'm not a housekeeper, not at this point. I used to keep a nice house, but not at this point. You know, I've just been vandalized, terrorized, to the point where, you know, I've not given up, but I'm not going to use the energy there. When all of this is over, I can get back to normal, but I am not living a normal life. Let's get to the floors, okay, and the breadcrumbs. These breadcrumbs are in the plank floor. As you can see, here are the breadcrumbs. They are holes in the floor. Some of them are nails. Some of them are the nails that should have been there. Some of the nails that shouldn't be there. Some of them are new nails. Okay, this house is 30-something years old. And so all the nails should be old. They definitely shouldn't be shiny. Let's start with this one, okay? Number one. Okay, here's a breadcrumb. As you can see, this is a new shiny nail here. You see that? I don't know if you can see. I can make it shine. But that's a new nail. Oh, you can kind of see it. Okay, that they've put into the floor. Breadcrumbs. Oh, look at this one. You see that nice shiny nail? This house should not have any shiny. I know my house, okay? I constantly monitor it very, very closely. Now, let's see where these breadcrumbs lead. These breadcrumbs are to help indicate where they've left things for the perps that come behind them. So we follow this breadcrumb, and what do we see? We see a computer. Now, you know they use computers, okay? And plant devices in computers. Computers are not just needed for when devices are, when the computer is on. The computer can still emit signals and frequencies in the off position once they put in their special devices so that it can do so. So let's go. Okay, let's follow these breadcrumbs. So this breadcrumb leads to this area here where there is a computer. And then I have other breadcrumbs because when they built this house, and number one, I didn't have all these holes in the floor. Okay, I didn't have these breadcrumbs in the floor before. They're starting to pop up, and they always lead to significant equipment or devices or electrical faceplates that have been tampered with. Okay, here's a breadcrumb here. Okay, follow it. You see, I'm looking at these holes. Follow this breadcrumb, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it. And what do I have here? Computer. Wow. Wow. Okay, this breadcrumb here leads behind the wall. Let's see if I can move stuff to an electrical device. Here we go. Breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. Electrical device. And if you look at it, it's discolored. I'm going to show you another electrical device that's very, pretty much discolored. Now, let's look at this breadcrumb. Breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. Where does it lead? Electrical device. Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. Breadcrumb, where does it lead? Electrical device. TV, DV, what is that? DVD or whatever it is. Plus this big old, what do you call it? Thing that you walk on. I got that, okay? Now, so I have that. Now, they also brand the floor with burn marks. That's a brand. That wasn't there before. You see that? That's a brand. They dig out. They've had previous devices and they've extracted some devices. This looks like a hole that they've dug out. See, it goes deep. It goes deep. Stay with me because I'm going to show you some things. Okay, I'm going to show you some things. Okay, so we got the breadcrumbs leading into that room. Okay, let's go down here and look at these breadcrumbs. Okay, now this is really weird. I know my floors. I know my floors. Okay, I've been here going on 9 years. I know this house. As a target individual, you're hyper vigilant about your environment. Okay, so I know where everything is and what has been changed. Okay, we got breadcrumb, breadcrumb, and I want to show you there are no nails in these holes. These are just breadcrumbs. There's no nails in these holes. What I'm calling breadcrumbs, you come here, breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. What do you find? You find, look at that. Look what they've done. You see how that's moving? This is paint and stuff. You can't get it up. But you see this? Because they put something in there. Now, no one touches these banisters. No one touches these. No one. We don't have small children. We're older adults. No one touches any of this stuff to tear any of this down. We don't have grandkids. So that's how that works. Look at this. You see that? See that? And that's a burn. Okay, because they have devices in there and it's branded. So then what do we find? Again, let's follow the breadcrumb. Breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. And what does it come to? You see where the banister and the paint seal has been broken? Okay, and then we have another breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. Where does it lead? Exactly to this rail that has been branded, because devices have been planted there. Okay, here's another breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. Where does it lead? It's this one. As you can see, the banister and the paint seal has been broken. We don't use these banisters. Under any circumstances, we don't use them. So the seals should not be broken. Look at this stuff. You know, this is not about me showing you. I mean, you know, at this point, I've been targeted so hard, burned, that I'm not freaking out any longer about stuff being torn up. Right now, it's just to expose what is going on. Okay, let's go into this room. You see this burn on the floor? They did this years ago. Okay, to show me that they were coming in. Now, let's go over to this light here. Okay, you see this light? You see this electrical outlet? They did this. One day I came in, and that's the way that it was. What is this stuff here? I don't know. This was not there. I don't know. It looked like a piece of a bug. Now, what they'll try to come in and, oh, my walls are torn up. I haven't painted, and I said I'm gonna paint this area. But that's neither here nor there. It's not about decorating. Okay, you see this? You may not be able to see this, but you can literally see. Let's see if I can get this camera to show well. Where they've put some, what is it? Joint or nail sealant or whatever you call it. Not joint compound. What is the name of this stuff? This is my spackle. Okay, that's a spackle. Okay, spackle. They put spackle in here. Okay, I could tell where they've actually worked on this area, because you could tell where they've gone in and the texture of the wall has changed. That's another thing. They leave clues by, you know, opening up a wall, but they don't retexturize it back to where it was. Here's another area. Not texturized back to where it was. And guess what leads up to this wall? Leads up to this area? A breadcrumb. You see, they leave clues. There. The wall is not retextured. Okay. The breadcrumb is telling them we have stuff in this wall and we have stuff in that wall, in that spot. Okay. Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. And then where do I find this? We have stuff there. Not a problem. Here's stuff here. Not a problem. They leave evidence. And guess what? The breadcrumb matches. Go straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. And there's the area. Start paying attention to stuff like that. Now, let's go back into this room. Okay, like I told you, there is the burn mark on the floor. Let's keep moving and follow the breadcrumb. Follow the breadcrumb. It goes to this wall, but guess what? Look out this window, and you will see here is a platform. Okay, behind this wall, or these walls here, is not the exterior of the house. This is not exterior walls. There is a large, what do you call it, crawl space. They found a lot of stuff. Where I was talking about the SOOV, electrical wiring, that's where all that stuff is found. Okay, and these crawl spaces are their, what do you call it? their playground. They love going into the crawl spaces and putting stuff there. So these breadcrumbs lead either to this computer behind the wall. Breadcrumb leads to the behind the wall. Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. Let me show you over here. This is what is called branding. This thing here, they burn the floor. No, it is not a wood knot. It's branding. Okay? It's branding. What do I have here? Electrical equipment, and they love to deal with speakers. Speakers have a lot of magnetism. Okay? And plus, what do speakers do? They radiate frequencies. So they love the speakers. So I'm looking at the breadcrumbs, and then I have a breadcrumb leading to this piece of equipment here. Also, that's battery operated, so that could also be used. And it leads behind the crawl space. Same way here. There was another thing that they've also done too. This floor used to squeak so badly. It still does. But they had done so much to the floors in this room or upstairs to the plank floors that they used to squeak extremely loudly. Now, these new nails, what they've done is stabilize these floors. Why? Look at all these. Look at all these. You can't really see them. I don't know why I'm trying to show you this, but these holes, they stabilized these floors because they were extremely noisy. Extremely noisy. Okay? They would wake up a person in coma. And so I think some of these nails were to stabilize the floor. That's not a burn mark. I thought it was a burn mark, but it's not. Okay, now let's go. Look at this. There's nothing in this hole, but they definitely worked it. They worked it. Okay, you can kind of hear them squeak. Oh, but they used to be a whole lot louder. So they've stabilized these floors because I'm noticing they are much quieter. And I have all of these new nails. So they use some of the nails to stabilize the floor that are part of the breadcrumb. There are very few days that I'm gone where there are basically no days where I'm gone where there's no one here. Is there an exception? No, but my husband is, he's here if I'm gone. But my husband can't hear. My husband is deaf. He has, literally, he has bilateral hearing loss of the extreme kind. So, he doesn't hear anything. If they're upstairs using their, what do you call it? Silent drills and this, that, and the other, he won't hear it. And I'm the one who stays upstairs. He doesn't. He stays down. I stay up. Okay. Meaning that I prefer to stay upstairs, use the computers, this, that, and the other, and do my rooms. These are my rooms upstairs. All his study material is downstairs. Okay. So I operate from second floor. He operates from the first floor. Okay. Now, for privacy, we need our spaces. We're kind of people that I need space. He needs space. Okay. Now, let's follow this breadcrumb. In this room, breadcrumb, 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 and guess what? It stops right there. But what is over here? The computer. Okay. So, we got junk all up in the computer. Now, let's move to these other breadcrumbs. Breadcrumb, 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 breadcrumb. What do we have? Intercom system, light switch. And I've told you guys about the portable heater. The portable heater is definitely their device. Let me tell you, this portable heater model, we have what is called a neighborhood Walmart. The exact same model. I can go over to Walmart that's like 3 blocks away. It's not a big Walmart. It's a neighborhood. And you can find this exact same model over at Walmart. Why? And I didn't buy this one at Walmart. I bought this heater years ago at another, I think I bought it at Lowe's years ago. Okay, now all of a sudden, there's a boatload of these same exact modeled heaters. And something's up with this, because this one wasn't, I'm not crazy, man. This one was not worn like this. They've been extracting a lot of things from this house. Why? Because now I'm remote neuromonitored, RNM. So, they don't have to have the eyes and the ears, because they're listening to my thoughts. So they have the access is different now. Okay. So they're removing a lot. They've been extracting because they don't want the physical, but they can't extract it all. Okay. The evidence still remains. Okay. Look, some of it remains. Okay. Like, say for instance, there's just so much, man. Okay. Look. Where they had drilled little holes all into my furniture. All throughout the desk. Little holes everywhere. Now, let's follow this trail. Let's move back to the trail. All over here. Electrical. Now, I'm going to hit this electrical outlet. It's discolored. This electrical outlet was not discolored like this. This little... looks like, it's not dirt, but look like, I don't know what that is, but it was not, that's something they're doing. Whatever they're using, dirty hands or whatever, I'm not sure what that is, but it's totally discolored and it wasn't that way before. I did this. This is my business. I did that. I made that spot. Okay, now, also, look here. What do you have here? You see how they cut out my furniture? I've marked it. Right there. Right there. And what do we have? We have breadcrumbs leading to it. Breadcrumbs. You see these breadcrumbs? Let's lead. It leads to this. And a burn mark. They brand the floor. Brand the floor. Let me show you this brand. Where is it? Look at this one. This is a huge brand on the floor. And it is right along the breadcrumb. May mean that they put something underneath the floor. Now what we have here are new nails. The original nails, I don't know if you can see the difference, the color of the original nails. Let me find some original nails. Like this one. That's a nail in there. You see how old? You can't see it, but I can see it. It's rusty. These new nails are shiny. Okay, and then we followed this breadcrumb, and what do we have? Electrical equipment. Follow this breadcrumb. It is weird how... Oh, look at the hole that they drilled here. You see this hole that they drilled? They drilled a hole in the floor. I want to show you that. Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. 2 hole. This wall, also behind this wall, is a chimney. It makes all sorts of noise. They've captured my chimney. I've made a video about that as well. Let's see. Let's go into, oh my goodness. Here. The faceplate. They switched this out. This is not the original faceplate. All my faceplates were plastic. This is an original faceplate. Okay. They had plastic junk in here. They switched it out with this metal. This is a metal. Why? Metal does what? It's conductive. So they switched out the faceplate. I can prove all of this. I'm not going to go into detail about how I can prove it, But I can definitely prove all of this. Let's see. Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, leading to this banister. Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, leading down the stairs. Now, what's down the stairs? I've actually pulled out copper pieces from the stairs. Copper is is a metal that is used in communication, digital communication, because it's very conductive. Now check this out. And so, yeah, I pulled out the copper pieces, and so I know. Now let's watch this breadcrumb. Let's see. Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. What does it lead? To a burn mark. You see that? Breadcrumb leads to a burn mark. There's just so much that they are doing that is so stupid. Also, they're digging stuff out. It's like they're putting new stuff in and digging stuff out. Like these holes. That's a hole they've created. There's quite a few. Let me find some of the holes that they've created. Oh, goodness. Why can't I find? Yeah, there's plenty of them. Plenty of. Now, this is a wood knot. That's a wood knot. That's a real wood knot. That's a wood knot. You see that? That's a wood knot. Even this is a wood knot. This is what a wood knot looks like. Okay? Now, let me show you this. That's not a wood knot. You see? That's a burn. Wood knot. Not a wood knot. Okay? You see the difference? What a wood knot looks like? This is a burn. But even, I don't know, this may be, I don't know, that's something else. But this is a wood knot. Okay, now let me show you what's not a wood knot. Again, this is not a wood knot. I have these burn marks underneath cabinets on the first floor. You can tell, oh my God, it looked like somebody just took a hot iron and burned a design in the wood. Why? To let the perps know where stuff is located. Okay? Now, let's look at this. This is the lamp where I found, or the ceiling, what do you call it, fan, where I found the light bulb. Here's the light bulb right here. Showed you about it. There it is. That little weird light bulb. And the ceiling fan wasn't working. But once I took it apart, this piece of cardboard that was folded up, they had stuck it in there so that the fan would not work. Wow. Now the fan works, but it makes noise because, you know, they done messed it up so badly. And it's off center. You hear it? It used to be silent. No longer silent. It's loud as ever. I have to go in there and balance it. Okay, I turned the light off. Well, I just wanted to show you. I know I'm missing some things because there's just so much that they do. The banisters, the electrical outlets, all of the electronic devices. Oh, and this, oh, they captured this, what do you call it? What is this thing called, a printer? Whew, a long time ago. Years ago. They have devices in this printer that interacts with any computer. With the, whatever that it is that they put in the computer. Okay. My modem is over here. It is so captured. Where is it? Is it over there? It should be over there. There's the modem. It's just horrible. The hole, they put this hole in the wall. I may have shown you that. I don't know. I may have shown that. But there is just so much that they do to also. Now, I have no evidence that they've messed with this paper shredder. No evidence. The paper shredder is about the only thing, one of the few things that I can say has been safe. I might be wrong, but I don't hear much coming from the paper shredder. But that printer is a monster. That printer is I think this printer and everything behind this wall. Let's open up this closet. You want to see? I'm going to show you some things on this closet that they've done. They've placed holes. Light. See? Natural plastic that should be in this room, but metal over at the in the hallway. Okay. I've closed up some of these holes. They've placed holes in there. And then when you look on the ceiling, you see these holes. Can you see them? Holes in the ceiling? Yeah. They've done that. Placed the holes in the ceiling. Oh, they love to do that. There's a hole. Can we see it? I know it's just kind of hard to see it, but there's a hole. And wait a minute. They don't leave the holes. Wait a minute. Some of the holes they've left open. There's a hole there. You can't see it. There's no point in me trying to get you to see these holes because the lighting isn't right in that room. But oh, and the crawl. You see the crawl space? There's the crawl space. Okay, and if you behind the crawl space is huge, and they love going back there. So that's one of the things that they've placed things. Okay, my house is jacked, and it's gonna be jacked, and I don't really care about it being jacked because that's not what this is about at this point. I cannot live like a normal person. I am under attack. And it is what it is. I've been a target for 20 years now. And I'm not moving because they follow you. I have moved 3 times. And so it makes no sense to move whatsoever. Whatsoever makes no sense. And this is just a storage room. You can't see, but I've closed up those holes where they put holes there and left the holes wide open. Left the holes wide open. You probably can't really see much, but this is just a storage room. So just want to point out, again, they switched this out. The, what is it called? Faceplate. This is a wired, okay. This is a wired, I did this. That's a wire, can I see it? Oh, it's not even on now. I'll be damned. They turned it off. Wait a minute. No, it's on. It's just too much light in it. Yeah, it's still on. Okay, that's a wired, as you can see, fire alarm. I put the tissue over there. You know, maybe I'm too paranoid, but I'm thinking, oh my, maybe they're using that because to see through signal. So I put the tissue over that. I know, I live so jacked up. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. But this is my baseline, babies. Am I ashamed? No, because I'm a victim. I'd be ashamed if I lived like this and was not a victim. But I'm a victim, and it's the only reason why my house is jacked up, because I've always had a pretty nice house, you know, and I mean, you know, no great house, but I'm saying, you know, a normal house where, you know, it's a normal house, you know, where, you know, you have a little, you know, you take care of it because it's an investment, but, and you want to get your money out your house. But not here. Not here. I'm just letting things go because I gotta let the evidences, I ain't trying to cover up anything. Okay? Not trying to cover up anything. It is what it is. Oh, Lord. So, that's it. What is this? Oh, okay, that's nothing. Okay, I was like, what is that? Nothing. Okay. Just wanted to show this to you about how they jack up, how they leave signals, how they leave clues, breadcrumbs galore to be able to find where they're putting things. Okay. And that's it. I have more breadcrumbs, but, I can't show you everything. It's just too much. This video would be so long. So, this here. I never touched this drawer. You see that? You see how, I don't know if you can see it, but the drawer is nicked. Right there. I never, there's nothing in this drawer. Look at this. This is all nicked. And I wanted to show you where they actually peel back the veneer. You can shave veneer. They have all kind of tools. They know how to do things so well. Shave veneer, plant something, and then reseal it. That's what they did there. Yeah, they shave veneer. They know, they think they're so smart, but they're not. I don't know why they believe all of this is rocket science. I don't know why they think they have covert tactics. They're not covert. Each thing that they do just screams out. Look what I've done. Look where I've been. I've been in your house. I've done this. I've done that. It's right here. They are not covert. The thing is just getting a court to accept the evidence as what it is. Ooh, I hope y'all didn't see me. I got my gown on. But, just getting the court to accept the evidence for what it is our problem. But I have plenty of evidence. Ooh, I keep showing myself. Excuse me, I got my gown on. Terrible, terrible me. But I don't care, really. At any rate, just wanted to show this video to show you what it is that I go through constantly. And it is what it is. This light there, they own it. They own it. But see, they go through, above this room is the attic. Oh, see, the attic. The attic here. Okay, that's the attic. You go over in the attic, you can access everything. Okay. So, the lights, electrical system for the lights. Then check this out. This right here, all this. These are not external walls. There is a huge space. I could knock out that wall and make another room. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to try to show you. Okay. That wall extends to this wall. But it goes all the way back, and as you can see, to that front door. All of that space behind the wall is not being used. And it's crawl space. Okay. All of the space from here to there is open space. And it's crawl space. You access it through, here's another closet. Through this closet right there. This is not an external wall. There is enough room behind this wall. It's just hard to explain. No, it isn't. That there is, I would say, about 10 feet before you get to the external wall. And then it wraps all the way around, Plus, let me show you this. Can you see? Look at that. All the way back there. I can literally put a door right here and walk. If I had a door right here, I could walk, because it's right here, actually right there, that will take me underneath that roof. And all of that is open access space. That is the attic to the roof and to another room back there. Okay? All of that is, and that's how they come in. They come in through, it's just hard to explain this, but they come in underneath that roof. They can walk, just walk. Walk from way back there all the way up through the crawl space. You can't see it. You can't see it. Through the crawl space, behind this wall that is about maybe 10 feet from this wall, all of that space back there. To all the way forward, keep going forward, around this, to the front of the house, to all of this. Same way there. There is more space, usable space that isn't used. This house can be expanded big time. Because all around this house, these walls, except for these these walls here, at the back of the house, no, not even this one right here, but this wall here, where you can see a window. The only wall, that wall, this wall, and parts of that wall is external wall. The rest of it is just space. Crawl space. Everywhere. And that's how they get in. I know you all been wondering, she screams about crawl space. This is an old house. A very, very old house. And that's how they made them back in Houston, you know. I've been in a lot of these houses, and they're all pretty much the same. You see that spot? That's where they opened. That's why this room is all jacked up, because I'm redoing this wall there. There's a big hole from repipe, and so this room is still jacked up. But it doesn't matter, because the whole house is jacked up. That's how I live. That's how I live. I live jacked up. What is the light? Oh, you can't see where I've had to close up their holes. Holes they've made all through here. And then, check this out. I want to mention this too. This is important. This here, return, vent, air vent, you open it up and it's huge in here. I'm not going to take it apart. But you look up and you can see where they've placed new electrical boxes behind this wall. Right here, you can't see, but right here, the texture of the wall is flat because they've placed something here. Why? They need to know when we turn this light on that goes up to the attic, it triggers an initiation to let them know somebody's going up into the attic. So they have stuff there. So they will know. And then in the attic, they got stuff that they can see what's going on when you're up in the attic. This is my attic. Let me turn the light on. What the hell was that? You hear that? This just ain't. What? Look. This just fell. This just fell out. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. See? Another evidence. My God, I just opened up the ladder and this fell out. Opened up the ladder and this fell out. They've been up there. It's a washer of some sort. You see them for yourself. That's the attic. And they got stuff all up in there so they will know when somebody's going in the attic. I'd have to go up there and do a video of the attic, but that place is messed up as well. And as you can see, oh, wait. Look. You can't see it. Let's see. Can you see what I'm doing? Where is my camera? Hang on. You can't see. You can't see these. They love copper staples. They use copper staples because these copper staples can emit. I'm taking this back up, putting it back up. Okay? You see that? You see that? You saw as well as I did. They've been here recently. We've recently had that open because we had to go up there. Nothing fell out before. I mean, recent within a week or so. You see? They leave, and you know why they put it there? Because they want me to know we've been here. They want me to know we've been there. We've been in your house again. That's how they do. Because they don't believe they will get caught. They don't believe they will get caught. Okay. Gosh, you saw for your darn self. I closed up those holes. They had created holes. I haven't repainted anything. Again, I haven't repainted anything, so I just painted these rooms. I know how to paint. I can paint pretty good. But I'm just not motivated. I'm just not motivated. There's just too much going on. But anyway, let me turn off the light and end this video. My goodness, you saw for yourself.